I don't believe dreams are random. I believe they're symbolic conversations that speak in images instead of words. Today, I'm sharing a vivid dream and using a tarot spread designed to follow its energy from beginning to end. This isn't about predicting the future, it's about understanding what's unfolding beneath the surface. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This dream took place during the day. I was swimming with other people in what felt like a lazy river. We were floating downstream in a race with other men, but it wasn't aggressive. It felt more like training, like we were learning how to use our abilities while moving with the current. Some were already close to finishing, while I was still figuring things out. The water was a sage green color, calm and healing, and everything was lit by daylight. As we moved along, I knew there were certain sections of the river meant for side quests, optional paths meant to teach something extra. They were easy for me to recognize, almost too obvious, so I didn't feel the need to engage with them. At one point, animals were floating in the water. I didn't want to disturb them, so I swam underwater instead, observing quietly as they passed. There were three, but two stood out clearly: a brown squirrel and a dark brown duck. I remember gently stroking the duck's feathers underwater as it swam by. Eventually, a few of us reached the end. The river opened into a space surrounded by bleachers. There were people there speaking a language I didn't recognize, eating crabs, laughing, celebrating, trying to impress each other. The ground was scattered with shells, arms and legs from the crabs. I wasn't sure if I was meant to be there, so I swam past it to check. But when I came back, more competitors had arrived. I floated in the center, and the people there noticed me. They began playing drums and asked me to dance in the water to see if I had rhythm. I danced a little. They laughed playfully and showed me how, like teachers enjoying the moment. They felt like giants compared to me. Later, I sat in the bleachers with people I recognized but didn't fully know. They talked about how some come there to master offense, others defense. One of them wore something with pinkish pincers that moved like tentacles on his head. Something detached from him and flew to another person who was asleep, described as another skill being learned. By then, it was evening, though I never saw the sun. As everyone dried off, I realized I didn't have extra boxers or a towel. Rather than interpret this dream immediately, I wanted to let the tarot speak with it. I'm using the dream reflection spread designed to follow the energy of the dream step by step. Opening energy, Wheel of Fortune in reverse, unforeseen challenge. The Wheel of Fortune reversed opens this dream. This suggests the dream begins at a moment where the flow of life feels slightly disrupted, not blocked, but redirected. For the collective, this speaks to being in motion while also adjusting. Things aren't happening the way they used to or the way they were expected to. This matches the lazy river perfectly. You're moving forward, but not through force, through adaptation, adaptation, through adaptation. The challenge isn't bad luck. It's learning how to move when control isn't guaranteed. The King of Wands, dependably goal oriented. This is leadership through vision, not reacting but directing. For the collective, the dream is asking, who's steering the energy right now? The King of Wands doesn't rush. He trusts his internal compass. In the race, this shows up as not panicking about finishing first, but focusing on mastering the current. This is a choice to lead from purpose, not pressure. Underlying pattern, Ten of Coins, lasting security. The pattern being activated is the Ten of Coins. This is about legacy, long-term stability, systems that last beyond the individual. For the collective, this dream isn't about short wins. It's about building something sustainable, whether that's a skill, a role, a family structure, or a spiritual foundation. The bleachers and community in the dream reflect this, a place people return to learn within and pass knowledge through. True value, King of Cups, peaceful diplomacy. The true value in this dream is the King of Cups, emotional mastery, not suppression, not overflow, balance. This aligns with swimming calmly, going underwater, not disturbing the animals. The value isn't dominance, it's regulation. For the collective, what's being cultivated is the ability to stay emotionally steady while navigating complexity. Challenging influence, justice in reverse, unfair bias. The challenge interacting with this path is justice reversed. This can point to distorted standards, internal or external. For the collective, this may reflect comparing your pace to others, questioning whether you belong, or feeling evaluated by rules that don't truly apply to you. In the dream, this appears as uncertainty about being in the right place or not knowing the language spoken by others. The imbalance isn't truth itself, it's perception. Message for healing, Knight of Cups, flowing attraction. What's asking for healing is the Knight of Cups. This is emotional movement guided by intuition rather than logic. For the collective, the dream invites a return to curiosity, imagination, and trust in subtle guidance. The animals, the drums, the dance, these are all invitations to move with feeling rather than calculation. Inner resource, the Emperor, strong leader. The inner resource available is the Emperor, structure, authority, self-trust. It may sound opposite to flow, but it's not. The Emperor provides the container that allows flow to happen safely. For the collective, this is about knowing when to surrender and when to hold steady. Leadership doesn't disappear in water, it adapts. Boundary lesson, Seven of Coins, fruits of labor. The lesson to honor is patience. The Seven of Coins reminds us that growth happens in stages. For the collective, the dream suggests that mastery isn't rushed. Skills are earned through presence, not comparison. You don't leave the river early. You let the process complete itself. Direction forward, the Hierophant. Traditional teachings. The direction forward leads to Hierophant. This speaks to learning within a lineage, mentorship, shared wisdom. The community, the drums, the instruction on how to dance, these are teachings passed through experience, not books. For the collective, growth now comes through participating in something bigger than yourself. Integration, death, necessary ending. Integration comes through death. Something old must be released to fully embody this next level. In the dream, this appears as being unprepared at the end. No towel, no extra clothes. This isn't failure. It's shedding. The dream ends by asking, what do you still need to let go of before stepping into the next role? This dream reflects a journey of flow, mastery, and belonging, not through force, through rhythm. If something from this reading stayed with you, sit with it. You don't need to act on everything right away. Awareness itself is already movement. Thank you for being here and for honoring your own inner language. If this reading resonated, you're welcome to like, share, or subscribe. It helps support this space and reach others who may be walking through something similar. Sharing it with someone who's been having vivid dreams lately might help them feel less alone.